Welcome all the way from the down underground of Australia, a man like no man, the Birdmann!
I don't actually have an act. It's just fantastic to be here. Maybe at the end of the night you'd like to come up to me and say, "Hey, Birdman, thanks for nothing." And I'll say, "That's fine. Think nothing of it." You might think it's odd that I'm here in front of a crowd doing totally nothing, though, when I think about it, you're all also doing nothing, so I actually feel very comfortable. Feel free to dance. Though it would be odd if I was to fly thousands of miles around the world and do totally nothing. I'm the Birdman. Thank you very much for watching. I've toured over through 5 countries and 10 different states to be here tonight. Often on flights, I'm vetoed to carry my metal-ended umbrella. It's often categorized as a weapon of mass destruction. It is, however, a weapon of mass distraction. I will now demonstrate. I hope it was worth the effort. Next time I go through customs and they ask me if I've got anything to declare, I'd like to declare global harmony forever. If asked if I've lived in the world my whole life, I'd have to answer, not yet. I first entered the world in the time of a massive flood. I came in with the umbilical cord encircling my neck to forever wonder if it can be fine to be free. My mother and father then left I down at the beach for about 5 years. There, I was nurtured by seagulls on a diet of hot chips. The waves delivered much debris from the sea. Many a moonlit night, I looked out to the ocean, witnessing the incoming tide due to climate change, wondering if one day the world would drown. I wouldn't hold my breath, though one day I might have to. What could I do? I had nothing. Though, nothing may be enough. Father often told I, Birdman, all you need in life is a swimsuit and a visa to tour the world. Life seemed destined not to be measured by the breaths I would take, though the moments that would take my breath away. I'd now like to demonstrate for you all my very mighty lung capacity. When I was young, my mother used to say, Birdman, never put your head inside a plastic bag. Anyone's folks ever says to them? Yeah, don't worry if they didn't. Now this may be because plastic bags are made of low-density polyethylene which contains benzene, which is carcinogenic, or due to the fact that if you put your head inside a plastic bag, you may suffocate and die. I think it's the latter. However, I now stand before you all as a fully grown man in a free world, and I can do as I choose. Actually, it's not that bad. In fact, I'm now inside a giant white room, and there's a man in the corner playing experimental jazz on the comb. Now I guarantee when you woke up this morning, you didn't think you'd see a man with a plastic bag on his head playing experimental jazz on the comb. However, when I woke up this morning, I knew that's exactly what I was going to do. Now this may be an issue. Maybe what's also an issue is that each year, large supermarkets give away hundreds of millions of these, thus contributing to our landfill and litter. It's just I. But imagine if I took that bag off and it was a completely different head. Maybe I'd be famous then. I'd now like to call a roll just to see who's here. It is fantastic to see so many here tonight, though I do remember when it was all trees. That was a tough crowd. Folks, often life can be tough. I get the newspaper delivered, though I can't remember where to. The future often makes me wonder. I have a time machine. It's a watch. If I wonder where I see myself in 5 years' time, I think the future. We currently live in hard economic times. Even the guy giving free hugs is now forced to charge 50 cents. In these current economic times, if I had twins, it'd be cheaper just to buy one set of clothing and make one nocturnal. I was going to get a personalised license plate, though it was more economical to maintain my current license plates and change my name to 151 NJY. I had a seance. As the glass moved around the Ouija board, it spelled out, Birdman, do not pass go. Do not collect $200. I had the wrong board. Finally, I went to a bookshop and asked them where the self-help section was, and they told me I had to find it. A lot of people ask me, Birdman, how do you maintain your confidence on stage night after night in the world at this time? Well, I feel the secret to feeling confident in life is very easy. You just wear clothing 5 sizes too tight. I will now demonstrate. I take off this near, normal size jacket. And when I do, I walk over here. Now, I'm back here. When I'm feeling down in life, I like to wear this jacket because it's so incredibly tiny that when I wear it, I can't actually get my arms down. So, wherever I go in the world, I become an instant legend. If you're ever feeling down in life, you can try this at home, in the office, on the train, or at your favorite club. Now, at the Birdmann, we're going to go to a commercial. Do you ever feel lost in the world? Like you don't know where you're going, what you're doing, or who you are? Well, why not try soap? This is a bar of soap. This is me. This is me. This is a bar of soap. This is me. Soap. It always lets you know the difference. It is fantastic to see so many here tonight, though I do remember when it was all dinosaurs. That was a very tough crowd. Every minute in Australia, thousands of plastic bags are disposed of. Very few folk ever bother to try this at home. Now, for a moment of magic. I love that I can do that in my job. I don't know what you do for a living, then maybe you can try that in the office. John, Christy, here are the files you asked for. A moment of magic. That was not very fantastic. There's no such thing as genius, just many others with very low values. Who wants to witness a thing of difference? Who doesn't want to witness a thing of difference? Who doesn't care what I do? You voted on it. This is what you get in a democracy. I guarantee when you woke up this morning, you didn't think you'd see a man making water go through his face. However, when I woke up this morning, I knew that's exactly what I was going to do. It's fine to be free. I'd now like to show you a few more of my weapons of mass distraction. That was not very fantastic. Maybe even a little mad. I guarantee when you woke up this morning, you didn't think you'd see a man trying to make a teapot go into the board. However, when I woke up this morning, I knew that's exactly what I was going to do. The other night, I swatted a mosquito on my dream catcher. Now, whenever I'm tired, I get a constant buzzing in my head. When I can't sleep at night, I wonder, what if it's night forever? If it's always high tide, it'll be a closer walk to go for a swim. Though, we may never make sandcastles again. These are the things that keep me awake at night. We currently live in difficult times, but maybe every generation needs a doomsday, whether it's the nuclear bomb, climate change, the global financial crisis, plastic bags, or leaving wet things in a bag over the weekend. Many a moonlit night, I'm looking out to the ocean, witnessing the incoming tide due to climate change, wondering if one day the world will drown, explode, or go bankrupt. It's dark, and I'm wearing wet swimmers. I've been trying to find ways to chill out. I wanted to be born again, though my mother wasn't interested. Then I found a book on feng shui, though I don't know where to put it. Finally, I thought I'd try acupuncture, though I couldn't deal with the thought of thinking somewhere there's a tiny little doll that looks exactly like I in considerable agony. And it is necessary to chill. I'm now going to take you through a miniature meditative exercise. Once more, this is a thing that you can do at home, in the office, or at your favorite club. Where you all just are now, I want you all just to take a deep breath in and out. And I want you to let all of life's worries just melt away. Just melt away like ice cream. And now, we're going to try some meditative movement. If you can all just hold your hands up and make the egg. Divide the egg in half. Give half to here. Give the other half to there. And chill. Now, I want you to focus. I want you to focus on the color blue. I want you to think of nothing but the color blue. And I want you to imagine that you're floating. You're floating on an ocean. An ocean that is blue for thousands and thousands of miles below you. And you're looking up to a sky. The sky that is blue for thousands and thousands of miles above you. Totally and completely encircled by blue. You take a deep breath in and out. Now I want you to become that ocean. Can you hold your hands up like this? And go like this. And go whoosh, whoosh, whoosh. We're now going to take the bird. Keep it going. And the bird is going to move along the ocean. And sometimes, like life, the sea gets rougher. But then it calms down. And hurry up, it only goes for 50 minutes. This way. Bring it forward. Some of you have stopped, you can just be rocks. And that's just a thing you can do to chill out. Fantastic. Does anyone have any questions now? I guarantee when you woke up this morning, you didn't think you'd be in an audience passing around an origami bird. When I woke up this morning, I knew that's exactly what you were going to do. I just finished reading the phone book. It's a story about everyone and where they live. I found a motivational verse. It said, "Never be afraid to be yourself." Signed, Anonymous. Mother and father asked I what I wanted to be when I grew up. When I said a comic, they said I couldn't be a comic and grow up. I guess I don't have a day job. I've got a nightlife. Often, folk look at me and they wonder if I'm an artist or just homeless. I like to think the two are mutually inclusive. I work from home. If I have a sick day, I have to leave the house. That's not actually true. I don't actually have a house. It's good. You never feel homesick. Ladies and gentlemen, this next act that you're about to see, I've toured to over 15 countries around the world. And even if you don't know what you're doing with life, it's fantastic to have a very familiar 5 minutes. Thank you for coming out to watch. It is fantastic to see so many here tonight, though I do remember when it was just little bits of sludge crawling out of the ocean. It was fine. They weren't familiar with many of the common jokes. There's now near 50,000 pieces of plastic in every square mile of our oceans. Dolphins, turtles, maybe even the occasional crab. Come on, let's hear it for the crab. That's my favorite moment of the night. I tell you what, if you're ever feeling down in life, just open the front door of your house and walk out like this. I guarantee you'll have a better day. If you ever get into a fight with anyone, state your argument, let them state theirs, and then say, Okay, good day. I guarantee the world will be a much more harmonious place. Now, underwater, these sea creatures, they see these plastic bags. They often mistake them for jellyfish. They swallow them and die of intestinal blockages. It's not very funny, that moment of the act. Though, I hope that one day there'll be no plastic in the sea. Climate change will change, global harmony will happen, and wherever you go, you won't even need a visa. Though, until that day, I am the Birdman, and this is what I do. I'm the Birdman. I've been fantastic. And you have too. And there was nothing to it.